Look closely at your life right now. You are working harder than you ever have. You are putting in the hours. You are sacrificing your sleep. You are doing everything society told you to do. And yet, there is an invisible ceiling on your bank account. You see other people who aren't necessarily smarter than you, people who don't work nearly as hard as you, living in absolute financial freedom. They fly first class. They buy the house without checking the price. They wake up when they are done sleeping, not when an alarm clock jolts them into a state of panic. You look at them and you ask the universe, what do they know that I don't? What is the secret? You are not watching this video by accident. The algorithm, which is just a reflection of your own internal seeking, has delivered you to this exact moment because you are finally ready to take the red pill of wealth. You are ready to stop playing the game by the rules designed to keep you broke. The 1% of the 1%, the truly wealthy, the future millionaires, they operate in a completely different reality. They do not just have more money. They have a fundamentally different relationship with money. They avoid specific, invisible traps that the middle class walks right into every single day. This is part 1 of your financial awakening. Over the next few days, we are going to dismantle the lies you have been told about wealth. If you have the courage to apply what you hear today, your financial trajectory will snap in a completely new direction. The first massive mistake that rich people absolutely avoid, while the middle class glorifies it, is the illusion of saving your way to wealth. From the time you were a child, you were told that the path to financial security is to get a good job, pinch your pennies, cut out your morning coffee, and put your money into a savings account for a rainy day. This is a poverty trap, dressed up as financial wisdom. The wealthy know a profound universal truth. Money is energy, and energy must flow. When you hoard money in a bank account that pays you less than the rate of inflation, your money is literally dying. It is losing its purchasing power every single second. Rich people do not save money to save it. They save money only to invest it. They view every single dollar as a soldier in their army. If you leave your soldiers sitting in the barracks of a savings account, they get lazy, they get weak, and they eventually disappear. The wealthy take their soldiers and send them out onto the battlefield of the market to capture more soldiers and bring them back home. They buy assets, they buy real estate, they buy businesses, they buy things that put money back into their pocket while they sleep. When you operate from a mindset of hoarding, you are vibrating at the frequency of fear. You are telling the universe, I must protect these few crumbs because I am terrified that no more is coming. And the universe responds to that fear by keeping you in a state of lack. But when you invest, when you circulate your money into assets, you are vibrating at the frequency of abundance. You are declaring, I trust the flow. I know how to multiply. You must stop looking at your savings account as a security blanket. It is a waiting room. Move your money from the waiting room into the engine room. The second devastating mistake the wealthy avoid at all costs is trading their time for money. This is the biggest lie of the Matrix. Society teaches you that your income is tied to your physical labor. You work 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. Do you realize the inherent trap in this equation? You only have 24 hours in a day. Even if you don't sleep, even if you don't eat, there is a mathematical limit to how much you can earn if your income is attached to your clock. Rich people refuse to put a ceiling on their earning potential. They know that God gave them infinite potential, so why would they sign a contract that caps their value at $50 an hour? The wealthy decouple their income from their time. They focus on providing value at scale. They build systems. They create software. They write books. They film content. They buy properties that generate rent. They do the work once, and they get paid for it thousands of times. If you are currently trading time for money, do not panic. But you must start building your escape route today. You have to start asking yourself, how can I separate my physical presence from my paycheck? You have to shift your identity from an employee who sells time to a creator or an investor who sells value. When you sleep, your money should be awake. When you are on vacation, your systems should be working. Until you learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. That is not a threat. That is a mathematical certainty. You are too brilliant to spend the best years of your life building someone else's dream, while yours slowly suffocates in the background. The third critical mistake that the wealthy avoid like a plague is proximity to poverty mindsets. You have probably heard the saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The wealthy take this as a spiritual law. If you hang around 5 broke people, you are guaranteed to be the 6th. This is not about judging people for not having money. This is about protecting your vibrational frequency. Poverty is not just a bank balance. It is a disease of the mind. It is a language of complaining, of victimhood, of blaming the economy, blaming the government, and blaming the rich. When you sit at a table with people who constantly talk about how hard life is, how expensive everything is, and how impossible it is to get ahead, their energetic debris attaches to your aura. You cannot heal in the environment that made you sick. You cannot become a millionaire while entertaining the conversations of the broke. Rich people ruthlessly curate their environment. They guard their ear gates and their eye gates. They only allow people into their inner circle who speak the language of possibility, growth, and abundance. If someone brings gossip, complaining, or limitation to the table, the wealthy politely excuse themselves from that table. You must be willing to outgrow people if you want to outgrow your current tax bracket. Sometimes, the price of your new life is your old circle. I know it hurts to distance yourself from people you have known for years, but you are carrying a destiny that they cannot comprehend. You are the cycle breaker. You cannot drag everyone with you to the top of the mountain if they are determined to anchor themselves to the bottom of the valley. You must isolate yourself for a season to elevate yourself for a lifetime. Seek out mentors, read books written by billionaires, listen to podcasts of people who have the life you want. Let their mindset wash over you until your internal voice starts sounding like a winner. You are being called to a higher standard. The universe is removing the veil from your eyes. You are realizing that the struggle was never mandatory. It was just a program you were running. Today, you are uninstalling that program. You are no longer a victim of the economy. You are the architect of your reality. You are no longer saving out of fear. You are investing out of power. You are no longer selling your precious, unrecoverable time. You are building scalable value. This is just the foundation. The wealthy have even deeper, more invisible laws that govern their reality, and we are going to expose them all. But for now, you need to anchor this first shift in your consciousness. You need to declare to the universe that you are stepping out of the matrix of the middle class and stepping into the frequency of the 1%. Do not let this just be another video you consume and forget. You must take a physical action to cement this spiritual shift. I want you to go to the comments section right now and make a bold declaration. I want you to type, "I am breaking the cycle of lack." Type it with conviction. I am breaking the cycle of lack. Feel the weight of those words. Feel the generational curses shattering as you type it. You are drawing a line in the sand today. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel, because what I am going to reveal in part 2 is going to challenge everything you thought you knew about debt, leverage, and the hidden mechanisms of wealth. The wealthy use a completely different set of tools, and you are about to get the master key. Your days of financial anxiety are numbered. The future millionaire inside of you has just woken up. Claim your identity in the comments and get ready for the next level.